wow, need to invest 10,000 ringgit ah. Very expensive eh. If you find yourself saying this word, there's a very good chance that if you don't change, you will never be a millionaire or ever be rich. Because think about it, right? Like I myself invest hundreds of thousands for my self-improvement every year, and I invest millions in the share market now. Like every day, my portfolio will fluctuate few percent. And few percent on 1 to 2 million is 20 to 50,000 ringgit a day. So if you cannot take this kind of volatility, I have a bad news for you. There is a very good chance that you are not meant for investing or business, and you better do well in your job and be a hardworking employee, because that's where you may stay. Now, but if you are on having the right mindset, you're saying, okay, wow, sounds like makes sense to me, Yeah, if I cannot afford to risk like tens of thousands or even 100,000, how can I, deserve to make millions? So how do you change? Number one is mindset law. You don't look at investment as a cost. It depends. Sometimes it can be a cost if it doesn't work well. A lot of the time, it will be a real investment. Now, how do we classify investment? For investment, to me, no such thing as expensive, as long as it's worth it. So training in myself that I think is gonna be effective, that I can spend any money as long as I feel it's worth it. Investment in stocks or property, it's not about expensive, because it's not like after you spend, gone. The cost will be what? Watching a movie, right? Buying an iPhone, right? Just to chase an iPhone, it depreciates a few years later, it's gone. A car, just to look good, those are costs. But investment are something that make you money. No such thing as expensive. So you need to remember that. Number two is you also need to understand if you're uncomfortable with the numbers or the fluctuation, what you need to do is you can start small. I didn't invest in millions in the beginning. I invest with 10,000 ringgit and I scale my way up. So to me back then, 10,000, ooh, that's a lot of money. If I could make 100,000, it's like, wow, crazy already. Or if I lose 100,000, I'll be like, oh my God. But today, because I gradually scale my way up, I'm very comfortable with the fluctuation. So just start, right? Start small, and as you scale your way up, your 格局, we say in Mandarin, your mindset, the level you play at, you will be able to adapt and be comfortable with it. Okay? So if whatever I shared here makes sense to you and you're thinking, hey, I think this guy can teach me a little bit about money, I've got a good news for you. Now, I am a stock investment teacher. If you'd like to discover how you can start, like I did, with zero capital, how I find my first 10,000 ringgit investment capital, and how I invest, what I learn, how I make my first profit, how I grow my capital all the way to millions today. In this webinar, I'll share with you step by step how to make your first profit, even if you're a total beginner. And I'm sure you have a lot of mindset change there. Even if it cannot help you generate way more income in your investment, it can definitely change your mindset and increase your income. So